BLACKPINK's 10th anniversary was supposed to be one of the easiest moments in K-pop history to celebrate. 4 members, 1 group, 10 years together. But for a brief moment, fans didn't even know if all 4 members would actually be there. And that uncertainty turned a tiny anniversary fan event into a massive online debate. Some fans were questioning YG Entertainment. Others were worried about the members' schedules. And some were already arguing over which member might not show up. Then, just 1 day before the anniversary, everything changed. All 4 BLACKPINK members were officially confirmed to attend. So, what happened behind the scenes? And why did a simple 40-person fan event create so much tension in the first place? Chapter 1. The anniversary that started with a question. BLACKPINK officially debuted on August 8, 2016. 10 years later, their anniversary arrived with enormous expectations from Blinks around the world. But on August 6th, YG Entertainment announced something that immediately caught fans' attention. BLACKPINK would hold a special meet and greet in Seoul on August 8th to celebrate their 10th anniversary. Only 40 fans would be selected to attend. At first, that sounded like an incredibly exclusive anniversary celebration. But then, fans noticed one sentence. The event would be attended by select BLACKPINK members, depending on their schedules. And that wording changed everything. Because BLACKPINK isn't a group with 10 or 12 members. There are 4. Only 4. So when an anniversary event says that only select members may attend, fans immediately started asking the obvious question. Who isn't coming? And that question spread quickly. Chapter 2. Why fans started worrying. The timing made the situation even more sensitive. BLACKPINK's 4 members have spent much of the past few years balancing group activities with individual careers and schedules. And unlike the years when the entire group operated under one company, the members now work with different labels for their individual activities. That means getting all 4 people into the same place isn't always as simple as announcing a group event and expecting everyone to be available. But for fans, this wasn't just another schedule. This was the group's 10th anniversary, a once-in-a-decade milestone. And for some Blinks, the idea that the anniversary event might not include all 4 members felt disappointing. Online discussions quickly became divided. Some fans criticized the planning and questioned why an event this important appeared to be uncertain so close to the anniversary. Others argued that the members have demanding individual careers and that fans shouldn't immediately blame them if scheduling became complicated. And then there was another problem. Rumors started appearing. Chapter 3. The Rosé Rumors. On August 6th, after YG's announcement, speculation began circulating about whether Rosé would attend. The rumors became significant enough that the Black Label, the company representing Rosé for her individual activities, issued a statement the following day. The label confirmed that Rosé would be attending. It also pushed back against what it described as inaccurate information and unverified speculation. According to the Black Label, arrangements for Rosé's attendance had been coordinated well in advance, and being present for the anniversary had long been a priority. That statement immediately changed the picture, because now at least one major point of uncertainty had been resolved. Rosé was going. But fans still didn't know whether all 4 members would be there. And then another claim appeared. An unverified report suggested that Lisa might not attend. That report was eventually proven false. And this is where the story becomes important, because the internet had already started building a narrative around an event that hadn't even happened yet. fans weren't reacting to what BLACKPINK had actually done. They were reacting to what they thought might happen. And that distinction matters. Chapter 4. The Big Confirmation. Then came August 7th, one day before BLACKPINK's 10th anniversary. YG Entertainment finally gave fans the answer they had been waiting for. All 4 members would attend. Jisoo, Jennie, Rosé, and Lisa. YG stated that after checking with the members' respective labels, all 4 had been confirmed for the event. And suddenly, the biggest question surrounding the anniversary disappeared. BLACKPINK would be together. All 4 members at the same event on their 10th anniversary. The meet and greet is scheduled to take place in Seoul on August 8th, with just 40 fans getting the chance to attend. For those fans, this isn't simply another BLACKPINK appearance. It's an extremely rare opportunity to meet all 4 members during one of the most important dates in the group's history. But there was still another part of the story that fans couldn't stop talking about. Why did the event announcement create so much uncertainty in the first place? Chapter 5. The Fan Debate. This is where online discussion became complicated. Some fans looked at the original announcement and thought the wording is unnecessarily vague. The event was for BLACKPINK's 10th anniversary, so why wasn't an OT4 appearance guaranteed from the beginning? Others took a completely different position. They argued that the members have separate schedules and different management arrangements, and that coordinating 4 international stars isn't necessarily easy. Some fans even warned other blinks not to attack individual members over something that had not been confirmed. And that's an important distinction. There was criticism. There was frustration. There was speculation. But that doesn't mean every claim circulating online was true. In fact, some of the rumors were directly contradicted by the later official announcements. And that's exactly why this story became so emotional. The uncertainty gave fans room to fill in the blanks. And whenever there are blanks in a BLACKPINK story, the internet fills them very quickly. Chapter 6. The bigger question about BLACKPINK. There is something bigger underneath this entire situation. BLACKPINK is now 10 years into its career. The members are no longer simply 4 artists following one company's schedule. They're global stars with individual projects, separate professional commitments, and different management arrangements. That makes group coordination more complicated. But it also makes moments like this more meaningful. Because when all 4 members appear together, fans know it's not something they can automatically take for granted. That's part of what made this anniversary event so important. The question wasn't only, will BLACKPINK hold an anniversary event? It was, will BLACKPINK be there as BLACKPINK? All 4 of them, together. And after a day of uncertainty, fans finally received that answer. Chapter 7. What actually happened? So let's separate the confirmed facts from everything else. Confirmed. YG announced the 10th anniversary meet and greet on August 6th. The original announcement said select members would attend, depending on their schedules. That wording triggered widespread speculation. The Black label then confirmed that Rosé would attend and pushed back against inaccurate information and unverified speculation. An unverified report claimed Lisa wouldn't attend. That report was false. And on August 7, YG officially confirmed that all 4 BLACKPINK members would participate. Those are the facts. Everything beyond that needs to be treated carefully. There are online theories about scheduling. There are fan opinions about YG's planning. There are arguments over whether the announcement should have been clearer. But those are interpretations. They aren't proof that the members were fighting. They aren't proof that BLACKPINK's group relationship is in trouble. And they aren't evidence that any member didn't want to attend. In fact, the official outcome tells us the opposite. All 4 members chose to be there. Chapter 8. The moment Blinks were waiting for. After 10 years, BLACKPINK's anniversary isn't really about one company. It isn't about one label. It isn't even about one event. It's about 4 members who built something together that became one of the biggest K-pop acts in the world. And that's why the possibility of even one member being absent created such a strong reaction. Fans wanted the anniversary to feel complete. They wanted the 4 members together. They wanted an OT4 moment. And now, that's exactly what they're getting. On August 8, BLACKPINK will meet a small group of fans in Seoul to celebrate 10 years since their debut. Only 40 fans will be there in person, but millions of Blinks around the world will be watching whatever comes next. And after the uncertainty of the past few days, that makes this moment even more anticipated. What's interesting about this entire situation is how quickly the story changed. On August 6th, fans were asking, which members will actually show up? By August 7th, the answer was clear. All 4. And that completely changed the conversation. What started as uncertainty became an OT4 celebration. What started as speculation ended with an official confirmation. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson from this story. When millions of people care deeply about a group, even a few words in an official announcement can create an enormous reaction. But sometimes the internet gets ahead of the facts. In this case, the facts eventually caught up. BLACKPINK's 10th anniversary will be celebrated with all 4 members together. And after everything fans have been discussing over the last few days, that's probably the one outcome Blinks wanted most. 10 years, 4 members, 1 anniversary. And at least for this moment, BLACKPINK is together. So now there's only one question left for you. Do you think the uncertainty around the anniversary event was handled badly, or did fans simply react too quickly before all the facts were known? If you enjoyed this documentary from Zenk, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our next story.